Hello and welcome to Sustainably Dutch's channel. I'm Dan Broersma. This is where we talk about all things sustainable, mostly DIY stuff, just kind of your philosophy, anything positive, and how sustainability affects and can be integrated into your own life. We had a video last week showing how to boil maple sap as we turn it into maple syrup with an induction burner. It worked out great. I am completely happy with it. Check out my other video for the links and everything else that is. But you know, this is what we make, right? I live in Michigan, as you can tell by my garb. You know, nice, beautiful maple syrup. And I'm a hobbyist. I only have 8 trees. I take it, I give it away to my neighbors behind me and such, and give it to other folks to enjoy. The one thing I did though, so we're at the end of the season, so I pulled my taps today, and I don't have enough to even make 1 or 2 of these. So I started to think, what am I going to do with this? So I started Googling it, and I found out this thing on, just by Googling it, that there's this thing called maple water, or it's maple sap. Maple sap is mostly like 90% water. But there's some people that call it maple water, and they say it's extremely good for you. So it got me thinking, well, we have all these trees around. How good is it? Is it good for you? So do your own research, but all of the things that I have read says it's basically like a bottled water. And it's good for you. It has a lot of like a probiotic, I guess, for your gut, and some minerals. So I got thinking about it, and I thought, well, yeah, the rain comes down, goes into the soil, and it gets picked up by the tree, goes up into the tree, and then we're taking it out. So it's already been filtered. So it's a filter. So this is like nature's filtering process that we're tapping into, pun intended. So with that process, I was like, okay, so what does it taste like? It tastes like water with a little bit of sugar added to it. Not much at all. So I got thinking about, from a sustainability angle, there's all these companies with bottled water. There's companies that ship from overseas. I'm not going to mention any names of the water, but you can think about it. There's bottled water that make claims about it was filtered through like a lava rock or something, and it's very healthy for it. And my guess is it probably is. But my thought process goes to, well, it's being filtered here, it's being into the tree, it's collecting minerals and stuff from the soil, it's in the tree, and now we're taking it out. So the filtration process is there. It's in my own yard, so why not give it a try? So I think I'm going to have a total of maybe 7 gallons of this water that I'm going to freeze, and I'm going to drink, and I'm going to, so I really like this stuff. So it got me thinking about, well, if we don't order a bottled water from somewhere that came from overseas or a long way away, why couldn't we take this? And, I live in up in Michigan, and as you can tell, and why couldn't we tap into these maple trees and use that for good bottled water and healthy, but instead of buying something that's come from a long way away, or just go out into our own backyard like this is. You can see I can live in a suburban neighborhood and tap for our own self. So instead of something that has come a long ways and has a big carbon footprint, or who knows, why couldn't we just do it ourselves? At least up here in the northeast, where we have maple trees. Now, I know that sugar maples are the ones that we like the most for maple syrup. But as you can see behind me, I have a silver maple, and I decided to tap this to see if it's any different from a sap tasting perspective, and it's not. So we could tap any maple tree, probably a walnut tree, probably any tree that has a sweeter sap or something that makes syrup out of, and drink it. So I'll take it and show you a minute. As you can see, it's still on the tree. And this is what it looks like. It looks exactly like water. I mean, you couldn't tell the difference, but you can. It's literally like a bottled water with just a pinch of sugar in it. And to me, I think this is amazing. So I can make my own bottled water or healthy water for when I exercise, or maybe I give it to some other folks. Well, there you go. And I wanted to share this as when I was doing the induction, I wanted to share this as this could be another sustainable thing, getting our bottled water closer to home, or even making our own and freezing it and using it throughout the year. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. I know this is a quick video, but again, I wanted to talk about no carbon footprint for the most part. It's pretty much just a hose that I put a tap in from my local hardware store. So something to think about. So I'm sure folks in Canada, and there's a lot of other people that already know about this. I'm probably gonna get blowed up in my comments that people already know about this, but I just found out about it, so therefore I share it. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.